There are a lot of questions for families as immigration and customs enforcement are now allowed in sensitive zones like churches and schools. Reporter Gabrielle Harmon talked with a legal expert about what families should know now.
Immigrant kids are already facing enough traumas. This is on top of all of that.
Patricia Bracknell is the founder of the Chamber of Hispanic Progress here in Hampton Roads. She's a community advocate and says this is a lot for families right now.
Latino kids are experiencing a lot of hate crimes, just for, doesn't matter their status, but is generalized through the narrative that is being put out through the big government.
Her concern is things will get worse for immigrant children now that ICE is allowed in sensitive zones like churches and schools.
And what are the schools doing to protect the kids?
And these are children that we're talking about. So we want to really, I think, make sure that we're making careful, protective, well-considered decisions when the safety, privacy, and security of children are at risk.
I spoke with Kristen Clarence, an attorney with Legal Aid Justice Center in Charlottesville. She tells me schools have privacy protections in place and are required to keep student information private. The schools she has spoken to already say they are working to do that, especially for the well-being of the kids.
Students, especially young people who are into schools trying to learn and not trying to be scared about their immigration status while they're studying.
Her biggest advice for families is to check in on your status now,
in order for families to really understand where their risks exist and how to develop a plan that will help them minimize risk.
Very important for them to stay connected to organizations like ours.
I reached out to the Virginia Department of Education on this topic. I was told in a statement, quote, VDOE does not have any jurisdiction regarding immigration enforcement. I also reached out to Norfolk Public Schools to see what protocols are in place. I have not yet received a response. If and when I do, I'll be sure to update the story online at WTKR.com. Gabrielle Harmon, News 3.